Hashtag no offense uses strong language and is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised. Hashtag no offense.
Welcome back to another episode of Hashtag No Offense. My name is Chris, joined as always by the two tits and the two rings. I'm talking about the Dutch.
What up?
And the two rings.
Yeah, hey, what's up? Hi.
Happy Friday.
That's my cue.
Happy Friday, fuckers.
How you doing?
Good. My last day of work today.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I
That's
get
right.
2 weeks off before I start my new job. Yeah, it's going to be great.
She was so fucking fired up this afternoon, too. She was having such a bad time on her last
fired
day.
up like a bad?
Yeah.
On the way home, I
her
was,
last
not
day.
during the day. They threw me a pizza party. We had some Hungry Howies, and then I took a big shit at work.
What the fuck?
I'm hungry because I hadn't had
Let me
pizza.
tell you
She had to make room for more.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me tell you what. That's the worst fucking party ever. Hungry fucking Howies. What did that cost them? $4.26.
Listen, the company didn't pay for it. My friends got together and paid for it themselves.
Cheap
And
ass motherfuckers.
Oh, no.
All of them. All of them.
Oh,
Putting them
no.
all on blast. Cheap
They
ass
were 6
motherfuckers. And I hope they
pizzas.
fucking listen too. Y'all are cheap.
Shut up.
They were all cheese.
No, dude, they got me some specialty pizzas.
Oh, they splurged
They
on
did.
that Hungry
There were
Howies.
6 pizzas, and there was 3 salads, and there were 2 things of cupcakes, and I got pop.
They fucking know about the Slimmer Circle?
I didn't care.
That's what the salads were for.
I didn't eat
Oh,
any salad.
sure. Wink, wink.
I didn't eat any salad. I ate like 4 pieces of pizza, and then like 20 minutes later, I'm like, I gotta take a shit. So I did that.
Wow. Cool.
It was a good day. And so I was-
Sure fucking sounds like it.
She drops her deuce and like, I'm out.
And then, well, the first stall in the bathroom, when you
Well,
flush
you're
it,
going to really go into it, huh?
when you flush it, it flushes for like 30 seconds. So it's perfect to flush and push, and that way it doesn't smell, and you can get in and out.
One of mine at work, man, it's bad. Like if you try to do, you know how like you try to do the courtesy flush sometimes?
Yeah.
And like this one flushes like so hard and fast. Like it's almost like,
Shoots back up at
it's
you.
almost like a bidet as well. Yeah. It's
You know
kind
what
of
they call
disgusting.
that?
What?
There's a word for that. You know what they call that?
I don't know, herpes or AIDS or I don't know.
Poseidon's kiss. Because the water just comes up and kisses
Kisses
the
your-
butthole.
It's the weirdest feeling too. I can't imagine having a bidet because like
Why?
when the
Clean
water
that
does
fucking
that
butthole,
though,
dog.
you're just like, oh, that's disgusting.
No. Clean that fucking butthole, you goddamn gorilla.
Well, that's
I'd
what I
rather-
got flushable wipes for.
Oh my god.
Are they dude wipes?
No, they're not dude wipes. They're just like
Way to rep the brand.
just baby wipes.
I'd
Well,
rather a
speaking of-
kiss than a trident, though.
Yeah, don't get fucked in the butt. Speaking of the brands, let's pay some bills.
Word.
Every episode of the Hashtag No Offense Show is sponsored by Hemp Bombs CBD. Hemp Bombs are specifically formulated to provide consumers with a quality CBD product at an affordable price. Hemp Bombs contain 99% pure CBD isolate with 0% THC and are legal in all 50 states. The many benefits of Hemp Bombs include reduced anxiety, increased sense of relaxation, reduction of aches and pains, mood enhancement, and deeper, more restful sleep. Hemp Bombs come in a variety of products, including oils, e-liquids, gummies, suckers, capsule syrup, and even products for your pet. We are a week away from 4th of July. Hopefully you got your pet products, which I saw. I was cruising their Instagram, and their dog bones is what's for the pets.
Oh, that's cool.
There was a picture of a little dog, and he had the little basket or the little bag in front of him and shit. And I was like, damn, he's getting fucked up. Yeah,
So he had some, like, CBD cookies.
CBD cookies.
Not like those space cookies you had.
No, those are.
Although I'm sure the dog would be
radioactive.
doing just fine in the end.
Right. He'd be floating around the room.
He would do the Doctor Strange thing, and the astral projection would just come out of his body, and he would fly through the fucking galaxy.
I believe it.
If that sounds great to you, check out hempbombs.com. Use code word HTNOS, save 20% on your entire order. HTNOS at hempbombs.com. We are also sponsored by Ohfishl Clothing. Dusty, tell me about Ohfishl.
Ohfishl Clothing is a streetwear brand that takes well-known, what are they called? Logos, makes it their own.
That's the one you stumble on? Logo? Fucking logo? Really?
They take well-known logos and then they make them their own. They kind of revamp them to fit whatever you want. They're pretty fucking sweet. And they got bracelets and shit. Still waiting for girl shirts, but they is a coming.
That is a coming.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Order at your own risk. What is it? Play by your own rules. What is it?
Live by your own rules.
Live by your own rules.
You might want to tell them where to go, though.
Well, because they do order up. Ohfishlclothing.com.
Oh, let's see her spell it.
OHFISHL.
Yep. It's like oh. And then it's like fish. Like
swim.
And then L.
And then L.
What's a fish sound like?
Yeah, I guess.
And then L. Official. God, we are stupid.
So it's ohfishlclothing.com?
Official.com.
Just ohfishl.com.
Use code HTNOS, save yourself 25% on some great, comfortable t-shirts. I wear them all the fucking time.
They got hats, too.
They do.
I don't have any of the hats.
They have ones with O. That's what I need is the hat, since I'm more of a hat guy.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out.
Hashtag No Offense Show is also part of the Inner Circle Podcast Network. Look for us at innercirclepn.com and on all the socials at the same name, Inner Circle PN. Fans of the show know that we are in the middle, or not in the middle. We're close to the back nine of the slimmer circle. I think we've only got 3-4 weeks to go.
Bin's catching up to you.
No, he ain't catching up to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Catching up.
And catching up's like what? Like what is he at?
He's only down 4% from Chris now. He's not that far off.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I ain't worried. That's what.
All right, cool.
That's what.
All right, cool.
She's referring to the standings. I'm still in first place. I've never been out of first place, and I never will be out of first place. Down 10%. Bin in second place, down 6.3. Now, here's where it gets tight. Yeah, if it wasn't for me, it'd be a pretty fucking tight race. Second place, down 6.3. Riley's in third, down 6.2.
Ooh.
Joby's in fourth, down 6.19.
Mm-hmm.
Two rings holding up the fifth spot, down 4.
Not after this week.
Well, last week.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up, man? Have you been in the gym at all? Have you been like...
No, I haven't been doing anything.
You ain't been doing nothing, and you're still in the fucking 5 spot.
Yeah.
Except for just eating
I've just
less.
been trying to eat less and then take little things out here and there.
Those are little victories, dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I keep trying to tell her. Like, just do one little thing. Like, don't feel like it's all for nothing. Just do one little thing and then fucking build on it.
Yeah, like pizza today. I think only had 3 pieces instead of
a whole pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, you just get the whole pizza?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I used to eat a lot of pizza. Like, pizza's like my fucking shit. And but yeah, no, I just try to eat less. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing.
That's it.
And try not to eat late.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the big one, too, the hours. Like, you took it right out of my mouth, man. Don't eat after 8. There's no reason to eat after 8 at all.
But I'm fucking hungry.
Nope.
Especially on Fridays.
You know what? If you're hungry after 8, go to sleep.
I'd rather have a taco.
Drink you some agua.
Yeah.
That, too.
Sometimes I'll have a glass of milk, but that has calories in it.
So I've been... I've been in the gym a lot lately, and they got the TVs going, and they have they have a couple different sports channels. They got the local news, they got all the stupid shit. Usually when on there's fucking soap operas on and whatnot. And the fucking TV that has ESPN, I usually pick the machine right in front of that, just so I could. You can't hear it, but I mean, just so I can fucking see what's going on, and it makes time go by. That TV has been out for 10 days. Like, they're just not fixing ESPN.
But what are you paying $26 a month for?
The one next to it is always has reruns of Friends on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I've never seen Friends before in my life until I started going to the gym. Now I feel like I'm like I know what's going on, and I've never even heard it. Tell you what, dude. I'm 25 years late to the fucking party, but goddamn, how hot was Jennifer Aniston?
All right, well,
she's still hot.
That was one of my wife's favorite shows.
She's still, you're right, she still is too hot, because I was thinking about that too. Kaz went to see J-Lo last week, and he was saying she's 50 and she's still hot.
She's still
and this
hot.
And that. Dude, I was like, fucking Jennifer Aniston, goddamn. I feel like I'm breaking news
from
the fucking mid-90s, but,
We watched that new Netflix movie with her
Murder
and
Mystery?
Adam Sandler.
Was it good?
We didn't watch that yet.
Yes, it's all right.
People said it's good.
We were sitting there, and Beth, she was even she's like, man, she is hot for, because I think she's 50, you said? Or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Dude, you've seen the
when
breakup,
you got the
right?
money, man.
You ever see the breakup with Vince Vaughn and her?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
There's that one scene where she gets out the shower and she walks without a towel past him.
Oh, yeah.
And walks down the hall, and you just see the booty and shit. And I was like, God, she was probably 45 when that was.
She's a little younger than that, but
Aniston's got it going on.
Yeah, she does.
She was fucking hot in the 90s. I wish I would have known about it.
I mean,
It's all of the vino she uses.
She wasn't married to Brad Pitt for nothing. I mean,
True.
Damn, that's telling, dude.
What?
That's telling of your opinion of Brad Pitt.
What?
The way you said that with that gleam
You
in
wanna
your eye
fuck
and
him?
shit. You're like,
No.
she wasn't married to Brad Pitt for nothing.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Then he
dude.
married
Oh
that
yeah,
other-
you found me
I
out.
did find
no.
you out. Uh-huh.
Well, all
I
girls-
see you.
Well, girls have like their one celebrity that they'd want to have sex with. You guys have a dude?
No.
No.
What?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not even just the tip. No.
No, nothing. Not even just a little on the tongue or nothing.
No.
Two ain't even going to entertain the thought.
No. Like I don't even want you to like handshake me. That's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Is that what they're calling it?
I don't know. I'm just,
Not even like a tip touch, nothing.
Tip touch. From the tip of my... Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I ain't homophobic, but I like,
Hey,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah,
not my deal.
I feel you, dude. I mean, I don't give a fuck what you do, but I just ain't trying to play.
Right. Exactly.
All
Unless it's Nelson Mandela and I'm fucking backed into a corner, right?
I mean, if I'm at a gay bar and guys think I'm hot and want to buy me drinks all night, that's, that is what it is, but that ain't mean
Has that ever
something
happened?
wouldn't happen.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, but I
You just
have
be
known
kicking it at
people
a gay
that-
bar and then
No, but I
dudes buy
have
you-
known people that have done that, and
Yeah?
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Dude,
Take advantage of
we
it.
should do that, man. I'll take we'll take the Zoom.
Go to the honey pot.
Yeah, was that a place?
An Ebor.
That's a place?
Yeah.
They look at me and think I'm a bear, I guess, because of the
Is that-
Yeah.
That's the
hairy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the proper vernacular. I'm
Right.
impressed with you too.
I mean, I know things. I mean,
Speaking of hot, how fucking hot has it been here, man? We're in the fucking thick of it
Hundreds.
now, right?
I think it was 116 heat index the other day.
116. I
Disgusting.
posted that. I was like, we ain't gonna have any shortage of fucking shit this week, man. We always say when
Panties be dropping, pussies be hanging out, titties everywhere.
I hope that they're not hanging out.
Well, the ones that you see, they're hanging.
If there was a vagina that looked like testicles, I would be alarmed.
I bet you that lady that was screaming under the bridge about Cheez-Its has a hangy vagina.
Well, we saw some Florida shit firsthand. We were driving and this bitch was fighting with this guy and they were dragging a
Oh, I
dog.
saw.
And,
Oh wait, no, I didn't see that one.
no, like we saw it driving in the car,
Oh, in
like
the car.
With our eyes.
Oh, okay.
That poor dog boy needed medical attention.
Jeez.
Did you see that dude ranting and raving about the heat on Facebook?
No.
You want me to play it for you?
Sure.
He was kind of entertaining.
But listen, I don't know about no other state in America. I don't care about no other state in America. I'm talking about Florida. We deal with hurricane. Listen, I can't go outside in the daytime because it's 118. It's Easer Baker oven hot outside. It's microwave hot. You know how you put a Jamaican patty in the microwave and it get too hot? Every time I walk outside, I get crispier and I get harder and I get... This heat is unfair. This heat is uncanny. This heat is poetic. This heat, I guarantee you, Dr. Seuss wrote every single book when it was this damn hot outside. Hippity hoppity boop. The sun is hotter than anything in a chicken coop. I'm telling you, it's hotter than Popeye's grease right now.
Hotter than Popeye's grease. Oh hell no.
I'm so hot. Oh, I'm not even dry mouthed. I'm couch mouthed. I'm styrofoam cup mouthed. My spit ain't even spit. It's just with no teeth. It's Terminator Part 2 when he put the bad guy in that lava hot when he put his thumb. I'm telling you right now, Arnold Schwarzenegger would rather swim in that lava than be out here in Florida right now. It's too hot. My mama can't even wear her good wigs to church. I say, Mom, what you gonna wear to church to see a hat, baby? I say, Mom, what about your wigs? She say, boy, too hot for my wig. Get from around me. It's so hot. That's when you start being mean to your kids.
Does that
Son.
stains.
Every time I close my eyes, I sweat. Every time I breathe, I sweat. My AC bill, my light bill gonna be so high because I got it on 63. And 63 in my house is starting to feel like it's so hot outside. Let me take this damn chain out. I believe this chain fake. This heat is making you know what? The one good thing about this heat is it's making me realize is this jewelry real or not. Come tell you right now, my skin is probably turquoise under this shirt. All I want to say is I apologize to you, son. I don't know what we did to you, son. I don't know why this started, son. But, son, I apologize. Dear Earth, EARF. We apologize to the ozone layer.
I did not understand that last part.
What, the Earth?
He just jumped to a hold by his fucking chain. Like,
Oh, he was just ranting.
That's funny.
Yeah, he was just ranting. I like that dude. His name is Josh Prey. He had them titty stains too. Like, he was.
well,
he was
yeah,
legit.
he's a
No, he
heavy
was
set
hot.
dude, you know.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I saw something too. I mean, that you could probably relate to about checking in on your big titty friends for the sweat factor.
Dude, I had sweaty titties today because my little friend Christine, who has no titties and is skinny, she likes to walk with me, like at work, and it's fucking hot. So she's like, "You want to walk today?" And I was like, "Ooh, I guess so." So we walked around, and then I came back to my desk, and I'm just like, I could just feel it in my bra, and I'm like, God damn it. So then I had to go to the bathroom and get paper towels and fucking get in there, and
You ever think maybe you have powers that you could use when you start feeling it in your bra? Like you could see the future, or you could tell people's
No, they're
fortunes
just
and
wet.
shit. They're just wet.
And then a piece of pepperoni fell in there.
You got pepperoni nips? like for real? You got pepperoni nips like for real?
Pepperoni cleavage for a minute.
Damn.
And then I went like this and it fell out.
This is why I don't get to fucking play with them, because she plays with them all day at work.
Right.
Fucking ridiculous.
Dropping food in them isn't playing.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. Want to hear about some Florida?
Yeah.
Woo, doggy. Hey, Beatrice. Yeah? Get your ass in here. These no offense boys about to do welcome to Florida again.
Let me grab the natty.
Oh, shit, and I thought my family was fucked up.
First one I got for you tonight. We are in Fort Lauderdale, where a Florida man was caught on camera pooping in a stranger's driveway.
I saw that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
What?
North Lauderdale resident Wilton Thomas said that he came home from work on Saturday and he discovered a shirt and a turd in his driveway.
A turd.
Well, I don't know why the guy took off his shirt before he did it. Like,
Don't you get naked when you poop?
Ooh,
No,
that's some people
only
do. Some people
before
do.
my shower, but no,
There's the
Do
guy.
you, well, hold on. That's another one. Do you got to take a shower every time you take a shit?
no. I told you I got wipes for
Yeah,
that.
see,
True.
I do, man. I do. When I take a shit, I'm like, fuck it. We gotta clean the fucking undercarriage now.
Damn, you must take a lot of showers.
No, I just don't take that many shits.
He's got a hairy booty.
Like, yeah, I'm like goddamn Harambe, dude. You know, I need to clean that
Gotta
bitch
get
out.
those
Harambe.
dingleberries out.
Uh-huh.
There's a guy at work that and he's a bigger dude and he goes down to the first floor to take shits and he gets naked
Privacy.
at work.
Privacy.
And he hangs his clothes
whoa,
up in the
whoa,
stall.
whoa! He gets naked at work.
And goes downstairs and
What?
takes a shit and
Put
hangs
him,
all his
dude.
clothes
You
up.
don't work. You don't work there anymore. Put him on blast. You don't work there anymore. Fucking say his
He
name.
listens. He knows who he is.
Say his name.
Dan.
Dan, naked at work. That is a bold move, Cotton. Oh shit.
Dan the man.
Man, I've never thought that somebody would do that in the workplace. Like,
The thought never would
I
have
mean, you're
crossed
in a stall.
my mind. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, that's.
that makes me wonder, do people masturbate at the workplace now?
What do you mean now? That's been a thing for fucking ever,
has
dude.
it? I don't.
That's been a thing since dudes with dicks were working.
I saw a video on
Fucking
Facebook,
what?
and there was the guy in the stall, and the guy next to him was jerking off, and you could see the shadow of the guy jerking off. So
Oh,
he
that's
videoed
hilarious.
it. And it was at the airport. He videotaped it, and then after they got out of the stall or whatever, he videotaped the guy because he knew what his shoes looked like. So he was like, he snapped it and was like, "That's the guy that was jerking off or whatever in the bathroom." But he did. He saw the shadow, and all you saw was like
an
a
arm.
vigorous like motion on the dick.
Listen.
It was hilarious.
You said that was at the airport.
Yeah.
He was a worker. You know for a fact he was a worker.
No, it was just a guy in
He
the
was
stall.
the guy in the stall, and he was scared to fly, and he was getting on a plane, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna rub one out in case I die." There ain't nothing wrong with that. Jerk off at the fucking airport.
What would you do? I wonder what would if like the airplane was going down, if somebody would then just like whip it out and start doing it right then.
You've seen mall rats, correct?
Oh, that is, yeah.
One time, my cousin Walter. Yeah, so there was a shit and a turd in the driveway. This guy says he was shocked when he viewed his Ring camera and the video and found out how they came to be there. A man in a green Kia Soul can be seen pulling into the driveway and opening the driver's side door. He then takes off his shirt, squats, leaving a load on the pavement. The man then cleaned himself with the shirt,
Oh, okay.
got
I was
back into the
wondering why he
car,
left the
back
shirt.
up and drove off, leaving his excrement behind. The Broward County Sheriff's Office is looking into the matter and hopes that someone will be able to give him the scoop on the poop or pooper.
I watched the video and it was so stupid.
You seen the video?
Yeah,
I
because
didn't watch the video.
Oh yeah, because it was a whole bunch of poop puns and stuff. And then he was like number one and blah blah blah. And then he's like number two.
Oh, was
And
a
then he
news
started
guy
going
doing
in-
it?
Yeah, because when
Well, listen to that last line right there.
yeah.
In hopes that someone will be able to give them the scoop on the poop or the pooper.
The
Pooper,
pooper
scoop.
scooper. I
Come
know.
on, man.
I get it.
Goddamn fucking news outlet.
It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in South Florida especially, but then I'm sure, Jason, if you saw that one, you saw the guy that was on trial in Miami that shit in the courtroom and threw it at the judge.
No, that I didn't see.
I'm so glad I didn't get picked for jury duty. Duty, get it?
God, the puns are keeping on coming.
Yeah, I mean, Par for the course.
It didn't give a big like story or anything. It just said he was in a wheelchair, which I'm like, okay, he might not even like feel his fucking legs. But
Right.
He took a shit and then pulled it out and threw it at the fucking judge, and then they had to shut down the courtroom while they cleaned the fucking thing and sanitized it and everything.
Oh my god.
I'll tell you what, man.
A lot of shit happening. Hey, it's getting hot.
It is.
It's getting hot,
When
dude.
the
Which
crazies
means
come out.
the good stories are coming.
Shit first, then naked. That's the progression, right?
I just don't know how somebody had to have known he was shitting. Like, you have to smell it.
So,
He's sitting in a wheelchair because shit really doesn't smell that bad until it flattens. It's like you step on dog shit. It's like you don't even know it's there until you step in it.
Like a toddler. Like if you catch a toddler like shitting in the diaper and they make that awkward eye contact with you and their face gets red and they're like,
Right.
It's like when you break that outer seal of the crap, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So it's like
just-
he's got to smell it because as he's shitting in his wheelchair, it's spreading.
as he's,
So, I
as he's
mean-
crowning.
Yeah, it's got to stink.
prairie dog in it.
Like, somebody had to smell that shit literally before he threw it. He's just like flinging pancakes
Well,
up
maybe
at
they
the
just
judge
thought he
and
had some
shit.
bad gas or something.
Frisbee golfing shit.
Like, but this
Frisbee
old
golf.
man's in the wheelchair. I ain't gonna say nothing.
He
to
ain't
him.
even old. He was our age.
Oh Jesus, that makes it worse.
This one I'm anxious to see your thoughts on this scenario. We're in Lakeland, where
Okay.
where a Florida woman turned in her husband's guns after a domestic violence arrest, and the police arrested her for theft.
Oh my
You
god.
should have, yeah, but there was like another header before that because like
He was in jail for something.
Yeah, he was in jail for something,
She was scared.
and she was scared of him. I think he was getting out on bond or something like that, and she was scared of him.
I got it all here.
Oh, okay, but no, but I'm just saying, like, it was crazy because there was already some shit going on with him, and then, so she was scared of him and didn't want the weapons there, so she went to turn him in, and then she got arrested.
Well, that's stupid because I would think that if it's in the same house and you guys are married, that it would be considered like mutual property. So I don't see how she got charged with theft.
Well, if y'all would let me read the fucking stuff.
You paused like you wanted us to talk.
Did not. I so did
Oh,
not.
sorry,
Shut up, Jason.
sorry. When
You're
I
good at
actually
that.
decided to say something,
Right. Shut up, Jason.
The Florida State Attorney's Office is being urged not to prosecute a woman who was arrested after turning in her husband's guns to police while he was in jail on domestic violence charges. After a divorce court meeting on June the 14th, Joseph and Courtney Irby got into an argument. When Courtney tried to leave, her husband followed her and rammed into her vehicle and forced her off the road. Joseph Irby was arrested on a domestic aggravated battery charge after Courtney told the responding officer that she feared for her life. Yeah, no fucking shit.
Right.
Running you off the road. While Joseph Irby spent the night in jail, Courtney went to his apartment and took his assault rifle and handgun. So apparently they did not live together.
Okay. So that's why it was considered theft.
The next day, Courtney attempted to turn in the weapons to the Lakeland police, citing an injunction that required her husband to surrender these weapons. Federal law prohibits people under a domestic violence restraining order from possessing guns, but it's up to local law enforcement to enforce the law. Mm-hmm. The officer on duty asked whether she had permission to enter his apartment, and she said no. Quote the officer, so you're telling me that you committed armed burglary?
What a dick.
She says, yes, I am. He wasn't going to turn in the guns, so I am.
Right.
She was arrested on 2 counts of grand theft and 1 count of armed burglary and in jail for 6 days. A GoFundMe campaign was created to raise money for Courtney.
Of course there was.
Legal and living expenses. Sets a scary precedent if someone seeks help to escape abuse, and they will be punished for it.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure she won't be prosecuted for that, for turning in.
That cop is a
weapons.
dick.
The sheriff's office is kind of being kind of tongue-in-cheek about it. They're like, I think the statement from them was, we don't know at this time if we're going to pursue charges in this case. It's like, come the fuck on, dude. That's a PR nightmare. No, you're not going to fucking put
Right. That guy was being a dick. If I was the cop and this bitch came to me and she was worried about her life with these guns, I'd be like, take those back to his apartment and then file a restraining order, and then we'll go search his shit. If you're scared for your life, we'll go take his guns. Because if you get out of jail, you're not supposed to have guns, then there's things that you could do to prevent that other stuff. It's like, why would you even like arrest her and do all that shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Unless she was on meth or something and he's like, this bitch is crazy.
It's Polk County, man. Polk County's good old boy shit. For all we know, the cop was friends with the fucking dude, you know?
Right. And then this
He's
fucking...
like, go fucking Courtney, get the fuck out of here with them guns. You're getting locked up.
And then these stupid fucking GoFundMes again. She's going to make more money in that GoFundMe that she probably makes all year. She's probably panhandling outside
Wow,
or
you're
something.
taking some leaps. How you know all that?
Listen, this is ridiculous. These GoFundMes are bullshit.
You think so?
Yes.
In this particular
She probably
situation
lives
where
in-
she got locked up for that reason?
All right, he goes...
You think she should have got locked up?
No, she shouldn't have got locked up.
So-
but at the same time, there shouldn't be a fucking GoFundMe set up for her.
Because well, now she's got nowhere to live and she's got legal bills.
So? Life, bitch.
That's life. That's life.
I'd sue the police department for arresting me to try to protect myself.
Sue the police department, see how fucking far you get.
I'll tell you
Probably
what,
nowhere.
One thing that I hate social media, but one of the things I love it for sometimes is like just stupid shit that happens, like stuff we find and stuff like that. But like one of the things I've noticed now with stuff is, like police departments will post photos of like busts and things like that.
Okay.
And it's some of the comments are the funniest things ever. Like I saw one, it was a Florida police department and they were, posing this bust where it had like a gun on the table, but then it had like bags of weed and all this stuff. And then of course like comments were like, oh, I'm glad you're getting all these hard drugs off the streets for people that need it for, things like, anxiety and blah 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 and all this shit.
Well, if you got problems with anxiety, you can go to hempbombs.com.
Well, that's true. You can, but
I see.
I get what you're
for
saying.
other diseases,
There's
I
too.
agree with
bigger things to be trying to do.
And I didn't have this queued up, but did you see the guy that got busted? He was playing Pokemon Go last week.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of weed on him, and he
Yeah.
got busted for weed. He was just at the park playing Pokemon, fucking high, just running around catching fake monsters, and the cops were like, hey, dude, you're having too much fun, and you're a little too old for this. Come over here and talk to me. Oh, you got weed?
Oh shit!
Clink, clink. I'm like, God
That's stupid,
damn,
too.
man.
Like he was doing nothing to
was,
anybody.
Dude, he was high fucking playing Pokemon at the park. Come on, man.
he was playing with invisible characters.
Exactly.
I mean, like what?
Well, that might have been fucking very vivid, though. He might have been like, they weren't
weren't
invisible. No,
Not to him.
not to him.
Yeah, our company doesn't drug test, so we got all kinds of people that have vape pens.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. There's no reason for you to drug test. Why should you drug test?
Well, I
Not
guess-
for fucking pot.
Well, no, but I'm just, for the ones that I get, I don't know.
I don't agree with it. I don't understand
no, but I
it.
guess maybe because not everybody does it, so it's kind of like disrespectful to be smoking your vape pen like in an elevator with other people that might not want it.
But that's got nothing to do with a drug screen.
No, I'm
We're
saying
not
because
saying-
we
I
don't
mean-
drug screen, that's why they do it.
Yeah, but you're not going to fucking smoke at work. The same reason why
They do though.
they smoke weed at work.
They do vape pens with THC in them at work.
Where the fuck were you working that they're just smoking weed at work?
The place I just quit.
Like
That's-
I know
that's ridiculous.
I know
How do you
the
know that-
company I work for? You're allowed to have like vape pens, but of course you can't have.
it's
like,
not- yeah.
THC vape pens.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
just
Are you
nicotine
assuming
or-
that they're fucking smoking weed at work?
No, I could see it in their face.
I mean, sometimes people forget their Visine.
Yeah, I mean, you could just tell, and it doesn't bother me. I'm just saying,
I
it
just
doesn't bother me.
Well, even at my place of employment, though, when people, smoke their vape pens, they have to go to the actual smoking
To the
area. where
designated
they're-
But they're
cigarettes.
supposed to at our at our
okay.
place too. But
Oh,
they
the way you
don't.
made it sound, they're just like doing it in the
yeah,
elevator.
just all willy nilly like it's
Well, they
fucking.
do like when we're walking in the morning and shit. Yeah.
What's that shit? Mad Men? Like it's just a smoky fucking office and everyone's talking to business and
Oh, the good old days. Smacking the
let me see those sales figures. Yeah, smack
Smacking
old
the
Dutchie on the ass when she
secretaries.
walks by.
No, when you're walking by somebody after smoking a vape pen and they're like sleeping at their desk, it's not just CBD.
You know it's not CBD. You realize that there's like just vape juice, right? Like you can vape juice. It's not either. It doesn't have to be.
Is there vape
weed.
juice that smells like marijuana, though?
Maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past anybody,
I
but
don't know.
That's what it smells like to me.
Well, what I'm saying is like people vape without having it be THC or CBD. They just vape.
I know that's like David, my friend David that I hang out with. He does the vape pens and he does like fucking like vanilla cupcake,
like
and
watermelon and
shit. Yeah,
fruity berry or crazy shit.
fruity berry.
I don't know. Cocoa Puffs. I don't know.
Popcorn loan. This last one I got for you is one that's I've seen fucking all over social media this week, so you guys have probably seen this too. Orlando, Florida man hit and killed by a truck weeks before standing trial in beloved Flamingo's death.
What?
He killed a flamingo at Busch Gardens.
You saw this?
Oh, no.
I got
I don't know how he killed the flamingo.
Well, I'll tell you. And I also have a couple theories on this turn of events here, too.
No,
So
okay.
I'm going to tell you the story. I'm going to tell you what I think.
All right.
A man allegedly killed a beloved flamingo, which I roll, beloved fucking flamingo, at a Florida theme park nearly 3 years ago, was struck and killed by a truck only weeks before he was scheduled to go on trial in the case. That's the first one that makes me go,
Okay, when you say 3 years ago, I do remember hearing a story about a guy killing a flamingo. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and continue. I'm sorry.
Joseph Corral, 48, died June 5th after he was hit crossing a busy road near his Orlando home. The driver was not cited or arrested. That's
Conspiracy
That's
theory?
exhibit 2. It's
Okay.
like,
We're a crime podcast now. All right.
He was jaywalking.
Corral's trial on animal cruelty was set to begin in August. He was visiting Busch Gardens theme park in Tampa with his mother and daughter in August of 2016 when he allegedly pulled a Chilean flamingo named Pinky out of its pen and slammed it on the ground.
Why?
One of Pinky's legs was nearly severed and the bird was euthanized, spurring anger from animal rights activists. That's option
Well,
number
animal
3.
rights people are crazy.
The bird delighted visitors with its dance moves and served as an animal ambassador, according to the Tampa Bay Times. Give me a fucking break.
It's
Flamingo
like those
dance moves?
It's like those gay penguins they let get married at the zoo.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
That was a few
I don't
years
remember
ago.
that.
There were 2 penguins that, because penguins mate for life or whatever, and they were 2 dude penguins. And
Well, I think the thing is they were marrying them, but at the time,
Dumbass
people-
Hold on. Who the fuck marries penguins?
The zoo.
I don't know.
Whether
It's just-
they're 2 males or 2 females or
That's
whatever. Who the
stupid.
fuck marries a penguin?
Well, what's funny, I guess, is the people that were marrying them, and like some of the people there didn't realize they were both male penguins. Somebody pointed it out, and then that's when it became a big thing.
A big thing, yeah.
Is that they were both male
Can you
penguins.
imagine?
Animals are gay too. They're just like people.
Can you imagine if that was your job for the day? You were
That'd be cool.
the officiant of a fucking gay penguin wedding.
I mean, she likes animals. So,
I do
you
like
know.
animals. I would marry animals. We get paid for it? Hell yeah.
I mean, all she's got to do is get an online course, right, Chris?
That's for humans. Why is that a burn?
well, they're just like us.
I paid my money just like fucking
$67.
just like whoever fucking
Holla.
went to goddamn University of fucking Phoenix, dude. I paid my money. It's an online goddamn
You
thing.
ain't got no red socks.
Red socks?
You don't seen the commercial?
Well, if me and my wife ever renew our vows for like our 20 years or something, we'll have you do it.
That's awfully presumptuous that I would take the fucking job.
Oh, whatever.
Talking all this shit and you fucking think I'm going to perform the fucking ceremony? Kiss my ass.
We always said that. Like, after 5 years, we'll do like a party or whatever. And then, like, well, we're broke. Then we're like, we'll do it for the 10 year. We're still broke. Do it for the 15 year. Still broke.
I'm sure I got a nice Abraham Lincoln in my pocket for you.
So you said why did he do it? It
Yeah.
says Corral later told police that he was trying to show off for his daughter and apologized for killing the bird. He was jailed for 5 days before being released on bail.
This is what I'm going to do to your boyfriends when they try to show you their dicks.
Well, yeah, I was going to say what daughter's going
is
to
it
be
showing off?
going to be impressed by that, but I
I'd
mean,
be
I guess
mortified.
if he's a sociopath, I mean, his daughter probably is a little bit too,
Yeah.
True. But I don't think there's been any female serial killers.
Yeah, there
Are
has.
you fucking high? Are you fucking high?
Who's there been?
I'll tell
We
you
need
right.
Brooke.
I don't even like this shit, and I'll tell you right off the top, the fucking bitch that Charlize Theron was,
monster.
the monster bitch.
Monster?
Yeah, right off the fucking top.
That's a real story.
They're rare, but there
You
there
watched,
are female
the-
serial
the-
killers.
It's been a long time.
No, you watched the fucking what's that show? The
Criminal Minds?
no, it's one of them scary shows. Halloween, and I want to say Halloween Horror Nights, but that's not what it is.
No, that's at Busch Gardens.
Yeah, I know. What's the fucking show? American Horror Story. And they had all those people, like all the fucking killers were having dinner at a fucking table and shit, and you were pointing out who's who.
Yeah.
One of them was that bitch, the monster bitch.
Charlize Theron?
Oh my
Well, the
god!
lady she
Why
was
are we
playing
fucking
in-
talking
Oh,
right
I
now?
see. Okay. I know. Okay, I get
Jesus
you.
Christ!
I get you.
So here's,
I'm just saying they're few and far between.
That is true.
I don't think that this was a random act of God that this dude was. I mean, and everyone online is like, "Well, that's what you call karma because you
No,
killed
that's
the
what
bird."
you called animal activists getting in a van.
2 theories I have here. Y'all are familiar with fucking Hillary Clinton and how she takes people out that cross her and shit.
What did she do? Something with a B? She got people
Butt
killed.
fucks 'em?
I don't
Bonzanzi
follow
or something.
politics, so I don't know.
Everybody
but-
talks about
So
how she
you
killed a bunch
cross
of people.
you cross Hillary Clinton, you're gonna fucking end up dead.
All right,
Okay.
well, I guess I love Hillary Clinton then.
She fucking well, you're not important enough to fucking have her killed, dude. So I think that this dude was suicided by PETA. He's like
Yeah.
that fucking guy. I forget his name, but he was a journalist in Rolling Stone, and he was like breaking shit. I want to say with the God, I can't remember anybody's fucking name with this shit. He was breaking one of them stories. I want to say it was with the WikiLeaks shit, and it was
Is he like
Okay.
a whistleblower or something?
yeah. So then his fucking his car just accelerated to like 120 miles an hour, like on a fucking busy street in
remember that.
California, and went directly into a tree. Yeah, and like he had no control over it, and he was ejected from the fucking vehicle and all this shit. Yeah, I think that's what happened with this dude. PETA fucking suicided that dude.
Maybe.
They've been plotting that shit for fucking 3 years.
They're probably like, it's taking too long. We'll just take care of him.
That's one thought I had. The flip side of that is maybe he fucking killed himself.
He stepped in front of
But
me.
he stepped in front of it because you remember when that dude killed the fucking Harambe
Yeah.
and the outcry that dude had to deal with. All the he was like the most hated motherfucker in the world.
Well, he was told to do it.
Who was told to do what?
The Harambe, because
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, in the court of public
not
opinion.
his fault.
And he had the proper
it's
and all
the
that
fucking
shit.
parents' fault for letting their kid fall in the enclosure.
You are thinking of something different, madam.
No.
Yes, Harambe was in Africa, and there was a guy that went over there to sport hunt him or whatever.
I thought the Harambe was a gorilla in the zoo, and a kid got over the barrier, and then they had to shoot the gorilla to save the child.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Jason, pull that up for me.
That is true, but I don't know if that was Harambe or not.
That's why
Maybe
it
it
was
was
such a big...
Harambe's
If
brother.
it was just some fucking gorilla in Africa,
Harambe.
there'd just be a picture on the internet saying hate this person like there are with the fucking giraffes and the elephants.
Maybe I'm misinformed then. Fucking producer 2's going to pull that up.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure a kid got away from his mother and fell into the enclosure, and then he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just dragging him around like he would do like his own kind. He wasn't hurting him, but they had to shoot and kill the gorilla before.
That sounds familiar. I do
became
remember
aggressive.
that story.
Harambe was the gorilla shot at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Yeah.
Damn.
After a kid fell in the enclosure.
I apologize,
Yes.
Dutchie.
That's okay. Sometimes
Yeah, because
I'm
there
wrong.
he is with the little boy.
Who was the one? Oh, I'm thinking of Cecil the fucking lion. I have my shit.
It's not even the right animal.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of Cecil the fucking. I'm out of sorts tonight. We started late. We've got
You
fucking.
sure it wasn't Simba?
We got these goddamn crotch goblins coming down here interrupting the fucking show and
Crotch
shit, man.
goblins, that's a good one, babe.
I'm gonna punch you right in your fucking mouth. Get
Just
over
wanted to
here.
acknowledge it.
Get over here.
Yeah.
Let me punch you. So yeah, maybe
Cecil.
if he wasn't suicided by PETA, I think that he fucking just did it himself. I think he stepped out into traffic because he didn't want to be that guy. He didn't want to be the Cecil the Lion guy that killed the fucking. And I got this, and I'm a sicko. I got this wicked visual when they described what he did, to where he's pulling that fucking flamingo up by his feet, and it looked like Alice in Wonderland when she was playing croquet with the
yeah.
fucking birds and shit. And he grabbed that thing and it was all stiff, and he's just slamming it on the ground and shit.
Maybe he did try to do that, and that's how he was trying to impress his daughter. Maybe his daughter watched Alice in Wonderland.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. We've got all kinds of
Because when they do it, what do? They grab him, like you said, by the legs, and they
stiffen them out and shit. Yeah,
whip him.
They whip
out.
him.
Yeah. Like, and then he's all straight, and he's like, "Whoa."
Sound effect game strong again. Sound effect game strong.
Maybe that's what he's
again.
trying to do, and he just knocked the bitch out.
It's quite possible.
But you shouldn't grab flamingos anyway.
Yeah. At any rate, I mean, I'm not condoning violence against animals and shit, because I mean, don't be a fucking goddamn whack job or whatever.
No.
But at the end of the day, I mean, fucking team people, dude.
Well, and it's like
it's a goddamn flamingo.
It's everything
you know?
else, like the media too, because it's just they're like he picked him up and he slammed him on the ground, and it's like
Definitely
for no reason.
sensationalized.
So that's what I mean. Like we weren't there, we didn't see it. They make it. He killed it, so it is terrible. But maybe they're making it sound worse.
No, yeah,
than
for sure.
what it was.
Don't fucking kill birds. I mean, don't be a prick. Don't kill animals, whatever. But
Right.
people die every day and nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
Yeah,
you know?
because I mean, even when if the driver wasn't speeding or anything, but normally you see stories like this, the driver is still charged with something.
Yes, and he wasn't ticketed, and I was like,
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, that doesn't mean that they won't come back and do something, but
It will if it was PETA. If it was on PETA's payroll.
Those people are crazy though. Like, have you seen those videos?
I've seen it, yeah.
You know, like there was this one restaurant, I forget where it was.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Where the guy was sitting there chopping the meat in the window, and they're all out front.
They were out front, yeah.
You know,
It's like it's already dead, dumbass.
I'm all for the ethical treatment of animals, dude.
Right,
but at the same time, a fucking Philly cheesesteak is delicious.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Give me a
Eat
fillet.
vegetables.
Eat vegetables?
That's what they want to fucking do.
Well, that's
Meat is murder. Eat fucking vegetables.
that's the
Who cares?
side of the.
Well,
that's-
they do. They're of the mindset that, you know, that you have to adopt their thoughts. You know, like that's how they feel about it. So then you have to feel that way about it.
They're so full of shit because you know they eating cheeseburgers right after they leave the protest.
I don't think they do. I think that they're really into it. They're really super fucking into it. Yeah,
Maybe
they are.
some of
They're
them.
crazy, dude. They're fucking crazy.
All right. I still say they eat cheeseburgers because everybody's a liar.
Dutchie says everyone's a liar.
It's true.
Can you make me a drink?
Yeah.
Let's hit this break.
All right.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hi, fuckers. I'm Jason Alme.
And I'm Christina Alme, and we're the hosts of Shit Happens When You Party Naked.
You should listen to our podcast if you like interviews with fascinating and insightful guests.
What recovery has done in my life, you know, I shouldn't be alive right now, first off. So I'm already blessed just by my heart beating every day.
Or even silly and profane guests.
Remember that time I was 14 and I was sucking dick?
Or extreme profanity. I thought you were saying for a second. I was like, oh my God, your mom is right there. I didn't say in front of your mom. I mean, I know we've dropped the F-bomb in front of your mom a whole bunch, but we should not say the word in front of Joanne. Please, don't say in front of Joanne.
Or explicit tales of fuckery.
There's my buddy Chris standing in the aisle, pissing on the floor, pretending to be looking at an ironing board. Or shitty Samuel L. Jackson impressions?
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Say what again? I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Bro, you promised to stop making me do the Sam Jackson impression, you fucker.
Search for Shit Happens When You Party Naked on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, Podbean, SoundCloud, Overcast, Soundcast, Undercast, Sound Pocket, and Pocket Sound.
I double dare you, motherfucker.
Hey, what's going on? This is Adam Simmons from the Simmons and More podcast.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Bobby Moore from the Simmons and More podcast. And if you like guys talking about different things, different opinions, you know, coming from a black guy, a white guy, Asian guy. Do we have Asian guys in the group?
Riley's Asian.
Spanish guys in the group?
Kaz.
There we go. Yeah, Kaz, my bad, bro. All right, so we're pretty diverse. But if you like opinions and Almies, all right, boom. So there you go. If you like opinions from different people, we got to bring more women on the show too.
Shout out to the Duchess.
To get to the opinions going. Shout out to the Duchess. So if you like all that, man, listen to Comedy is Dead, man. Comedy is Dead.
It's a bunch of comedians getting together and talking about shit that shouldn't be joked about. And we tell jokes about it, like 9/11 and abortion and things like that.
It's actually opposite of our regular show. We actually kind of get serious when you think we're supposed to be funny, then we get funny when you think we're supposed to be serious. It's kind of weird. I love it. You'll love it too. Take it from me, your best friend Bobby.
That's it.
Boom.
Only available on the Inner Circle Podcast Network feed, motherfucker. What?
Did you see that little Disney chick that got her titty pictures leaked on the internet?
Her name's Bella Thorne.
Well, Beth was saying something about some girl, but she didn't know what she was famous for.
I couldn't tell you. You know what? I know one movie she's been in. I couldn't tell you anything else. Actually, are you pulling her up?
Yep.
Thank you. She was in that Babysitter movie that we watched, that Netflix movie, you know, with the seance and shit. She was the cheerleader.
Oh, yeah.
But outside of that, I can't remember anything she's fucking ever been in.
What's her last name?
Thorne with an E. She's a cute little chick, you know, chick in her 20s and shit. And she got into a situation where she had some titty pictures on her phone, and her phone got hacked, and the hacker tried to extort her with these titty pictures. And rather than give in to the demands, she flipped the script on him and fucking released them herself.
She was in a movie called I'm a Hoe Too.
Wait, what?
I'm a hoe.
Hold on. Let's stick a pin in the fucking titty picture. She was in a movie called what?
I'm a hoe 2, which means there was
a I'm a hoe 1?
Yeah.
And it did well enough that there was a sequel?
There was another movie called Fuck Me Fire.
Wait, hold on. What?
Fuck
This
Me
is
Fire.
on her IMDb?
Yep, 2019. She was also in Blended with Adam Sandler.
I do remember that. Yeah, she was the tomboy chick that they made
Yep.
a dress and everything. They made her pretty.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. I want to see I'm a hoe 2.
I'm a hoe too.
She was also in, what's this one? Slut something. It's too long.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's called Clout 9. I thought it said Slut something.
Yeah, those look alike.
I saw an L, a U, and a T, so I just assumed it said slut.
Yeah, took a leap there. I like that she flipped it on him and said "fuck you," and took the power back there and just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna release,
what you gonna do now?
Release them myself.
Well,
yeah,
when you're in movies called I'm a hoe 2 and Fuck Me Fire, I'm sure your titties have been out there.
Well, and guess what?
What?
She found out. I guess they found out who the kid was, and he was underage. He was under 18. So she said she didn't want to press charges on him because she didn't want to ruin his life.
Wow.
So that's
nice.
pretty.
She stand up.
Yeah, so that's pretty fucking fucking high road
you
of
get
you.
the boobs and don't get prosecuted.
Ah.
I mean,
and you know what?
That's win-win.
I wasn't a fan of the pics. I saw the pics. I wasn't a fan. No.
Not a fan.
She didn't have baby toes for nipples, or
She had pierced nipples, and I don't have an extensive experience with the pierced nipples, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Were they
to be
barbells
honest.
or
Yeah,
rings?
yeah, barbells,
Oh,
and
see?
it kind of freaks me out a little bit, to be honest,
I like the rings.
because it made them like extra puffy.
I like
And
the
then they were
jewelry.
puffy
Well,
with
there's
the
a
bone.
rod behind them. I mean,
Right, they go through, but I think it's cute when they have the rings and then there's the jewelry that connects the rings.
Oh, you like that?
I think that's cute.
Cool.
I couldn't do them on my hangers, but with the little boobies are cute with those.
On the fucking hang downs.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, and I didn't intend to go.
I'd probably step on it.
I didn't intend.
I'm just kidding. They're not that bad.
I didn't intend to go there tonight, but that is a perfect fucking opportunity for me to say, did you see that Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife died?
Oh yeah.
I heard about it. Yeah.
So I clicked the fucking link when I seen it come by. I was scrolling looking for news stories, and the first comment of the first link that I saw was, "Oh shit, Fairlife Farms at it again."
I don't get it. But
Because the cows.
They abused their cows.
I really don't. I mean, I know y'all talked about it, but I don't even really.
I didn't talk
remember.
about shit.
Well, no.
Talk about that.
At some point, we talked. Well, I don't. We, not like me, but
I didn't talk about that.
brushed
at all.
across it. But
Thanks for fucking ruining my goddamn joke. She got it and laughed, and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna bring it up on the show now."
I was like, that's terrible. And then I saw a meme too that had Michael J. Fox on it. Instead of Breaking Bad, it said Shaking Bad. I'm
Hey,
like,
we're talking
that's
about
so
Dog Bounty
bad.
Hunter.
oh, that's
Talking about
bad.
Dog
I
Bounty
felt
Hunter.
well, I know, but it's still mean shit. I was like, man, R.I.P. to them titties, man, because them's were some biggins.
The only other meme I saw with him was Dog the Pussy Hunter, and it had him all smiling and shit.
Oh, shit.
Like, goddamn, she's been dead for like 15 minutes.
The internet does not care.
No chill.
They
No chill.
don't care.
No, they don't.
One thing that like I was saying about this chick that I thought was cool was she flipped it on her or whatever, but then them bitches on them daytime talk shows, like The View and shit. Whoopi gave her shit, dude. Whoopi gave her shit for fucking even having titty pictures.
Fuck that bitch.
Who, the girl, the young girl?
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of like fucking slut shaming her and shit. Like you should know better and da 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 da.
Oh, whatever, Whoopi.
Well, fuck off, Whoopi. You don't even know what it's like to be a kid right now. Nobody wants to see your fucking Ted Danson cast-offs, Like, fucking get out
What
of
did
here.
he see in her, dude?
She's funny. I don't know. The same reason why I'm sure people
but-
date Jack Black and shit, dude. I mean,
Just
he's fucking
because she
funny,
did the fucking nun movies, mate. That's the only reason why she's popular. What else she do? Ghost.
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
She did Ghost too, right?
Fucking,
She was the psychic.
yeah, she was in that.
right?
She was she was a comic. She was an entertainer.
She's gross.
Ain't nothing wrong with,
She just nasty.
She's
ain't nothing
gross.
wrong with fucking Whoopi. But why are you attacking this poor little girl for taking titty pictures, man? If girls want to take titty pictures, let them take titty pictures, right?
Yeah.
But that gave me a thought, which I wanted to have the rest of this conversation. Have you had to get into this with like your kids at all yet?
What?
Internet
Like titty pictures, fucking.
No, I mean, I just literally had to explain to them a little bit actually just a couple nights ago. I was like, oh, let's watch a movie that they hadn't seen yet, and thinking not that there was anything bad in the movie. It was the Spider-Man, not the first one, but like the latest Spider-Man.
Oh shit!
Not the newest one that's in the theaters now, but the one right before that, Homecoming or something.
The one with Kirsten Dunst.
So,
you see her nipples through the shirt.
No, Homecoming.
Like the newest one, but like the first one of the newest.
Okay,
ones
got you.
And like I said, there was nothing really bad in the movie.
I'm
but
trying to think.
The one part where he's helping at the very end, where he's helping Spider-Man, like his buddies, and they were at the dance.
Oh yeah.
And he's helping him, and the teacher walks in. She's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm looking at porn," and because he didn't want to tell her he was helping Spider-Man or whatever. But then, of course, my girls were like, well, what is that? And
oh god,
sit down. Let me tell you a story.
I
I know all about this. Let me show you the genres, the categories.
You didn't even know that your dad was 2 Rings the Porno King.
No. I just said it's a play. I said, because I don't want you finding out through your friends or blah 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 or searching it. I said, it's just it's a place where you can find people naked or whatever and look at pictures and stuff.
Did you look as uncomfortable as you do
right
now?
Did. It was very uncomfortable, and I would have
because it's just us. You don't have to.
I would have brushed it off to my wife to explain it, but
she wasn't there.
She wasn't feeling well and was sleeping already, so I had to explain it. And but yeah, so it was very awkward. But
how and this is a different perspective too, because you have girls, we have boys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but not. I guess maybe not, because I think nowadays it affects both genders. I mean, like teenagers are taking dick pics. Fucking girls are taking titty pics willy nilly, dude. Just fucking woo. It seems like a natural thing anymore, man. Like, I mean, do your kids have cell phones even?
No, they don't have. They have the Amazon tablets or whatever, like the Fire tablets or whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So they can play like games and they can get on YouTube.
Okay.
They use my laptop to watch YouTube.
Hope you clear your history.
I don't use that computer for anything except for shoe stuff.
Got you.
He's got a porn phone.
Oh, that's right.
But
full of viruses.
It stays in a plastic baggie.
So you can hang it in the shower
under the sink in the bathroom.
But yeah, so like I don't know. I mean, we're probably the more overprotective parents, But I mean, we do, like I said, allow them to get on YouTube with that kind of stuff. But
sure.
I mean, we're dreading, to the point where we have to get them a phone. But
it's funny. It's funny you say that, because I actually have been talking to your wife, and she called in the hashtag hotline, I believe, because she knew what we were talking about tonight. So
let's hear what Queen Bee has to say.
Let's see what she said about this. Jason's like, cool, man, because I don't even know where she stands on this shit.
No, I do.
Because we don't communicate.
Oh, whatever.
Hey, gang, it's Queen Bee. I heard you guys going to be talking about
don't laugh. She won't call back anymore.
And kids and social media, and I thought, why not share my opinion? I haven't done that in a while. It's something I've been looking into a little bit, because Kinsey is becoming an age where she's starting to nag us for it, and I know Logan just got his own phone. We were in Verizon the other day replacing my phone, and I thought I'd never get out of there with Mackenzie without getting her something. But I just feel very strongly that cell phones, smartphones are a luxury that are not needed until kids are in high school. I don't want my kids on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of that nonsense. I think that everybody knows I'm a purist. I like to take it back to the old school. I like to live like it's the good old days, and I just don't think that my kids need to be connected to your kids 24/7. I don't think they need to be involved in all of that social drama all of the time. And I think that there are a lot of scary things online that
you don't know the half of it.
Clearly, I just don't want them to have to deal with yet. The world is going to kick them hard enough eventually. I'd like to wait until they're older before that happens. There's not much I can control, but when I can control it, I'd like to. My kids may end up being those weird kids that don't know anything because I shelter them too much.
Aww.
We'll see. I may be stuck with their therapy bill, but either way, I think that's how we are leaning. Hope you all have a good night. Bye.
I think that's how her mom and dad probably were. They were a little bit more overshadowing, you know?
Overbearing.
Overbearing, yeah.
We knew kids like that growing up, you know. It didn't make them fucking weirdos. We just had to explain a lot of shit to them, you know?
Right,
Yeah,
their parents wouldn't.
She grew up. I mean, even though the childhood she had, I mean, she still grew up fine. You know? I mean,
for sure.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like, she didn't have like MTV in her house and stuff like that we, you know, had growing up.
But when you went to your friend's house, you probably watched it. You know what I mean? So that's what, it's a hard line because you want them to hear it from you, like you were saying. You'd rather hear the truth.
Well, yeah, because they have some
somebody
friends
else.
that have phones and things like that. And like the other day, like one of my daughters and her friend, they were her friend had her tablet or whatever, and I could tell they were taking videos, but they were taking videos acting like they were creating like for a YouTube channel.
Logan
or something.
does that.
He does that.
And but I pulled my daughter to the side and I said, are y'all really creating videos for YouTube, or are y'all just playing?
He's freaking out.
Well, yeah,
It's
because
like, were you live?
He doesn't like pictures of his kids on the internet.
I told her, I said, now if she's posting this, I don't want you doing it. I said, if y'all are just doing it for fun, that's one thing. But I
Right.
said, I don't want you posting.
And here comes the lie.
So,
No, I'm
I
just
mean,
kidding.
it is. I mean, I trust that she tells me the truth.
Sure.
But, I mean, now that's not to say her friend can't go post
And
it
do
after
it.
the fact.
After
So,
the fact.
I mean,
That's a thing though. Like that's one thing that I kind of disagree with Beth on is that, well, and maybe not in your house because you do have landlines and shit. But I'm like, we don't have a phone. Like we have no other alternative communication. He
Logan
has to
went out
fucking
of
have it.
necessity.
So that it's not at that point. It's not a luxury. Now he doesn't have to fucking
Have games on
have
it.
games and I mean, dude, he fucking FaceTimes with other kids and shit. I walk in the room and he's got the fucking phone propped up and he's FaceTiming with some kid and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm just trying to go to the washing machine now and I got to see goddamn Malachi sitting there fucking talking to you and that is his name. He's friends with a little kid named Malachi. Like I thought he was Amish at first. He's a little black kid, but I mean,
Almond Badger.
fucking Malachi. Shout out to you, brother. I don't like that, and that he's got that type of accessibility too. And I mean, he wants a YouTube channel and all that shit too. And I've been really.
Well, you've let him stream on what, Mixer? Or
I just
something,
recently
or?
just started letting him broadcast on
There you
Mixer,
go.
but that doesn't show his face. That's just gameplay,
That's
and they
just
can hear
gameplay,
his
yeah.
voice, talking or whatever. It's different now, and I mean, I can only imagine what the parents had to go through with us when we were younger, and they were dealing with, oh my God, it's the demon of MTV. What are we gonna do?
Right.
These kids have the fucking entire knowledge of the planet at their fucking fingertips in their pocket, dude. I mean, like that's a little bit worse than TRL.
Right.
Like that's fucking crazy, dude. The shit that is a thing now versus when we were younger.
Right.
I don't think the answer is complete restriction, though.
No.
Like I think it's just more responsibility, and
Well,
I'm at the top of the list, guilty of being a fucking not the best dad with that shit, like they hang out upstairs and they play their games and they do a lot more
Sure.
screen time shit than I'm sure a lot of people would agree with. You know what I mean? And we need to be better with that.
But at the same time, that's only for a couple hours after we get home from work and have dinner. On the weekends, we're pretty busy.
I'll tell you what, though, one thing I've noticed with mine is when they do binge watch a lot of YouTube and stuff like that, their attitudes have completely changed.
They're just dicks.
Yeah, big time.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
so
need to expel energy. Kids just need to be...
yeah, I mean, that's
active.
or at least that's what we did when we were kids. I mean, because, well, one, there was none of electronics like that. I mean, other than Nintendo or Atari or something.
Right.
But, and even that, we binge doing, and then, parents will, like, kick you out of the house. Like, you need to go outside and
go
play,
outside and play, for sure.
But, like, I don't know. We've talked about if we do end up getting them phones at some point, just getting them dumb phones where you can only talk or text.
We talked about that, too, but at the same time... I got the iPhone because that way he can FaceTime with my dad and my, so their papa and their Gma. Like when he's home, they can call him and they can FaceTime and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know. I think that Chris and I we're very realistic, maybe. I think we tell them more than, especially Logan, because he's going to be 10 this year.
I level with him. I don't hide shit.
I think that we tell him more than what we should. Like when he asks questions, I'll give him the most honest answer I can. Sometimes I feel like it's too much, but other times I'm like, I think it's for the best, that he knows. Like, some people, like when Lucas was down here earlier, he's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Alcohol."
Right.
You know, it's like tell them how it is.
Wait.
And we're the kind of people like, we tell them, we're like, we worked hard for what we got, and the world's gonna fuck you. So you gotta like bear down, get your shit together if you want to be successful.
Well, and here's the thing with that too is like, yeah, they've got this shit more accessible than we did, but it's not like we didn't have it, you know. They just don't have to. If they want to fucking see titties, it's just a lot easier, you know. Like we had to work for that shit. We had to find a kid with a fucking uncle, or like I told the story before where I had to fish a fucking porno tape out the goddamn sewer with string and a hook and shit. That's how desperate we were in fucking '92 to see some fucking titties and shit. You know,
well, yeah,
they don't have to work that hard.
Yeah, when I was a kid, it was like who's like dad or somebody had the magazines, like the Playboys or. You know, all that shit.
The fucking troubled kid, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Who's the latchkey kid?
Are we going to the swing in the woods? Who's bringing?
There was always a woods scenario, dude.
Always.
Fucking Nick will tell you, dude. They're fucking G-Wood Woods, man. There used to be fucking moldy ass porno magazines under logs and shit. Who knows how they fucking got there? But they were out there.
Right.
They were fucking out there, man. And that's another thing. You know, we didn't have to worry about this shit when we were kids. We had to worry about real shit. No one was having talks with us about not taking dick pics and not fucking sending, you know, titties on social media and shit. They were having like the legit talk, like, hey, don't fuck right now. You're still young. These kids ain't even worried about putting their dick in anything. They're just worried about putting it on the fucking internet.
And then you gotta tell your kids, be like, don't do that, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna get through school and then you're gonna be made fun of.
Yeah, or that's another one. Cyberbullying. We didn't have to worry about cyberbullying.
No.
We had to worry about real world bullying. I had to worry about walking up to the fucking corner store and having fucking someone coming around the corner giving me shit because I was allegedly dressed like a Ninja Turtle or something. You know what I mean? Like, and that is a true story. Fucking Nick swears to this day that I was dressed like Leonardo from fucking Ninja Turtles, and they had to fuck with me, and I was never dressed like Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles. Not one day in my life. Not one fucking day in my life had I ever been dressed like a Ninja fucking Turtle, and I got bullied in the world for that. Oh my God. Somebody made a comment on your fucking picture. Boo-hoo. Cry me a river. Go fucking cut yourself.
I think you suppressed yourself. That you suppressed that memory somewhere.
That could be.
Maybe I fucking did. Whatever.
I mean, the CTE. Come on now.
Well, the other day, Logan was saying that some guy was telling him he sucks on Fortnite.
He fucking does.
Listen. He was telling me about it, and I said, listen, that's what you get when you get online. I'm like, if it bothers you that much, then you just don't play.
Don't play.
I'm like, you're going to hear shit. Don't let it get to you. Yeah. If you're going to let it get to you, then you won't play.
See, and that it tells me right now that he is doing shit that he's probably, a little too young still for, because I have to lie about his age when I sign him up for shit.
Right.
Like I have to fucking either use our credentials or whatever to get him, get him onto YouTube or get him onto fucking Xbox Live even to create his fucking name. We had to lie about that because you got to be 13 to have a fucking gamer tag.
Mm-hmm.
He's 9, but I mean, he's doing his fucking thing, Maybe that's our bad, Like this is one thing that, I was going to talk about on the float tank episode, like this is one thing I thought about a lot when I was, traveling the cosmos or whatever.
Sure.
Like I really... I not that I'm a bad dad by any means. I mean, I'm not like fucking Rick, I'm not that bad, but I mean, I could probably be a little bit better of a fucking dad, I could be a little bit more hands-on, and I don't mean more involved like going to fucking soccer practice begrudgingly, or doing the shit that we all
I like
fucking...
going to soccer practice. Why are you looking at me like that?
Why are you smiling like that? Because I know you're fucking bullshit.
I do. I enjoy it.
Okay. I see through.
I enjoy it. No, you
We
can't
signed
take
up
it from
Logan
me.
for. We signed
You
Logan.
can't take it from me. We talk about practice.
No, we signed Logan up for golf lessons.
But I mean, that's not the shit I'm talking about, though. I mean, like actually, like spending quality time. Not having him upstairs on fucking Xbox Live. We could be doing something together, and I don't mean just sitting in front of a fucking screen. You know what I mean? And having conversations with your kids and shit. I mean, that's what people.
I do.
I do too, but I mean, I feel like I'm not even going to say we. I feel like I could be better with that. I feel like I could put in more quality time with the kids, and that's something that I'm going to try to do better.
I think it's yes and no, because at the same time you want them to be individuals, so you want them to be able to do their own shit, because our whole goal in life is to bring them up to be individuals. So if you coddle them and want to spend every waking minute with them, then they're going to depend on you for the rest of their life. You want them to grow up to be independent people. So I don't think spending a whole bunch of quality time is necessary.
I agree with you there too. I agree with you that like it is okay to not be up your kid's ass every 5 minutes too. You don't have to sit next to your kid watching cartoons. I mean, like they can go do their thing and we could go do ours. But like everything, there just needs to be balance, Like and sometimes I feel that the scales tip a little bit too far in one way or the other. That's all I'm saying.
I just think that they know that there's no lack of love here because we're always saying how much we love them.
Not
and
like
every
that.
time we pass them, we give them a hug or a kiss or whatever. And on the weekends, if even we go to IKEA, like Logan wants to hold my hand or he wants to put his arm on me or I'll put my arm around Lucas. He's like, you don't have to.
That's a good point. How do you feel about this? Well, you don't have. God damn it! You have girls.
I have a boy.
Yeah, but he's young, so it's still. It doesn't. Logan's fucking almost 10 years old, and he tries to hold my hand when we're out in public, and I always pull my hand away. I'm like, dog, don't be fucking holding my hand. You're 10 years old. Don't be holding your dad's hand and shit. I was like, I'll walk with my arm around you if you want. If you need to have a fucking public display of affection, but I'm not holding your hand at the grocery store. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Too, it's the kiss on the mouth too, because like he wants to kiss me on the mouth still, and it's like okay,
who doesn't?
Well, you know what I mean, just like a little smooch or whatever. But I feel like he's at the age where it should be on the cheek now because he's just getting older. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I feel like society pushes you that way. Like he's 10, why is he kissing his mom on the mouth? But I also feel he's at an age where...
I think that's got a lot to do with what we're talking about because I feel like that, like by the time that like Jason and I were 10 years old, we had neighborhood friends and we went out and we did shit and like we probably wouldn't do those things in front of our friends because of,
get
like...
made fun of.
Just the embarrassment, like it's my mom, like fucking I'm not going to do that. But he's in the house all the fucking time. He really doesn't have any friends in the world. They're all online friends or people he sees at school. So he doesn't, it's almost like he's like Beth was saying, he's like, the weird kid that's a little behind, because he doesn't have that fucking.
Well, he's not behind.
That world
scholastically,
experience. No, I'm not saying he is. I'm saying that world experience, that social experience.
Well, and that falls on us too, because when he makes friends at school and he wants to hang out, we're the ones that have to contact the parents because the kids don't have the phones. Because it's not like it used to be when you were going to school and everybody was in the same neighborhood. You just don't run like that no more.
That's what I was going to say, dude. When I was a kid, my mom, was just my mom, she wasn't friends with like the other kids' parents.
No, you
just went to their house. You had your friends. We're forced now to interact with these fucking parents, and that's why we don't do it, because the other parents suck. And I'm not in that. Dude, you know how I am, dude. I ain't trying to fucking spend time with anybody I ain't trying to spend time with, dude. And I'm not going to make fake conversations with some fucking bozo dad just because Logan likes the kid.
Dude, those birthday parties are
it's
so
the worst.
awkward.
We don't even go.
Worst. We don't even go for that reason. And they're the ones that are losing out, and that's what I mean. Maybe I need to fucking suck it up a little bit more, but fuck that, dude. I don't have anything for those people.
Well,
I've got nothing to give them.
With the charter school, we have to do parental volunteer hours. And I cringe every time I have to go up to that school because I'm like, this mom is going to be a bitch. But you know what? They were all pretty cool this year. Mm-hmm. So it's like maybe we need to just stop assuming and just start doing and see what happens.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just, I was thinking about this when I saw this poor girl with the titty pictures. I started really thinking about it because, our kids are coming into that age where Logan just got a phone within the last couple months, so we're really, this shit's front of mind. Right. And I'm really waiting for him, because he fucks around on Snapchat a lot with her brother and, with the, family members and shit. I'm waiting for him to say, he wants his own social media shit. And I think he actually did ask for a Snapchat and we shut that shit down. I'm like, there's no reason for you to fucking have it, dude. Right. The social media thing, I that's where I agree with Beth. That's a fucking luxury. He doesn't need that, so he's not gonna fucking have that until he's old enough to comprehend, what that is. You put those pictures out on that shit. It's out there, dude. I mean, once you hit send, it's fucking there. It lives forever, man. Mm-hmm. I shudder to think what they're going to fucking find when they listen to their parents in 10 years on this goddamn, hundreds of hours of podcasting that we do, but hopefully that they think we're fucking cool for it, I don't know.
No, right. I just think honesty is the best policy. And as long as you're honest with them, they'll respect you with anything. Because if you try to sugarcoat something, it's always going to come out in the wash, so.
Is that what you say?
That's what I say. And there's still certain things like, when they ask about like sex and stuff, it's like, how does sex happen? And it's like, well, an egg gets fertilized and a baby grows. You don't tell them how the egg gets fertilized. You just tell them that there's fertilization. So there are certain things that you can leave out of the equation because they are so young, but you could still explain it in an adult way.
I think you're wrong there, because I think that eventually he's going to want to put his dick in something, and he's not going to put two and two together that's the fertilization. You know what I mean?
He's not. What I'm saying is, when I explained to him when he was 8, when he was asking or whatever.
Did he ask you?
Yeah. He was 5 when Lucas was born, so he wasn't really there yet. But a couple years later, he had asked a question about it, and that's what I told him. But when
did you ever have the talk? Did your parents ever have the talk with you?
No, I didn't even know I was going to period. I thought I was dying.
Shut up.
I didn't know my uterus was going to fall out every month. Like, I just started bleeding one day, and I was like, oh, my God, I'm dying.
Well, I didn't know that it was uterus shit until, like, last year, to be honest with you. I just thought it was blood.
No, your uterus expands. That's why bitches get bloated, because their uterus expands and then
Jason's so disappointed in
out.
me. Dude, I don't fucking know about female reproductive, dude.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. Blood clots are just uterus pieces. It's so bad.
I hate
But she never talked to me about a bra or nothing. Like, I'm just, like, kind of feeling comfortable.
What about you, Jay? Did your parents give you the talk?
No, I didn't.
Found out in 5th grade health class?
They didn't talk to me about any of that stuff. No, so the way I found out, like, because you know how we started, I won't say the name of the person, but, like, you know how.
Somebody you don't want to put on blast?
No, I don't want to put anybody on blast.
Why not, dude?
So,
That's
like,
what
you know
we're
how you
about.
were talking about, I don't want to do it.
Dan.
So, do you,
Naked
like,
shitter.
you know how we were talking about earlier about, when we were our age, how we got porn or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, like, so I knew this.
Oh, Gary.
No. So this one person I know had it, and so I watched. Now I was younger, so found it.
That's exactly my story too.
Watching it and everything, and then
and I will.
They found out I had found it, and that's when they had to
Explained
talk
it
with
to
me, and that's how I learned out about sex or anything, because my parents, they never ever had to talk with me or like.
I'll tell you what, dude. There was this kid that lived across the street from my grandma's house. His name was John. John was a little bit of a badass. He was younger than all of us, but he was kind of a bully.
Okay.
He would fuck with you. I became friends with John, so I was like under the wing a little bit. And I got to say, the only reason I became friends with him is because he had Nintendo. And I found out about Nintendo, so I was like, hey, can I come over to your house? And then we became friends and whatever. John had a lot of older brothers and a lot of cousins that came from the city, in quotes. That was a big thing up north, because we were in the suburbs, and it was, oh my God, he's from the city. And there was like a fucking congregation in John's basement one day, and they were all watching fucking porno. We go downstairs, me and John and shit, and I mean, I'm talking like 8 years old, we're walking down the stairs, and we walk into this fucking big ass sausage fest watching goddamn porn, and they were like, come here, and his fucking one older brother Peanut was like, y'all gotta see this, and I went and I looked, and I was like, he's stuck inside her. Like, what's happening right now? Like, I thought they were legit stuck, and I went home and I had so many questions, and I didn't say shit to nobody, dude, but I would like. Then my interest was piqued, and then I was trying to see titties every day, dude. Like, I wanted to see nothing but titties.
Started wondering why that rise in your pants was happening.
But I was still too young at that point. I don't think I don't think that even fucking clicked.
How old were you when you first jerked off?
Like maybe 10.
Really?
9 or 10, yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know, but I was fucking damaged, dude. It was the 80s.
Yeah. Girls are different, because I would sit with my legs crossed or something, and then I'd feel like the tingle or whatever, and I was like, oh, that feels good. And then I just sit there with my legs crossed. But I never got.
Why does that girl keep uncrossing and crossing her legs so much?
But I would never orgasm.
Dude,
like when I was that young.
Somebody said that to me in high school, and I thought he was full of shit. There was
What?
this girl that would sit with her legs crossed, and she would bounce her one leg that was over the top of the other one. And he was like, she's fucking jerking off right now. I'm like, shut up, dude. And she would do it, and it would get fast, and then she'd stop, and then, she'd cross the other way and do the same fucking thing. And you're telling me that's a thing for girls?
Yeah.
Wow, damn, dude, fucking...
Well, the clit's right up there, and if you're bouncing your leg, your lip's on the clit.
Just
so.
right there in Algebra 1. Holy shit,
There you
dude.
go.
Just fucking going for it. Just going for it,
I don't
man.
think she'd be able to orgasm without anybody telling, because...
She's like raising her hand, like shaking. I got the answer.
X equals these nuts. Oh, God. Taking it to the classroom, I'll tell you one thing these kids, they deal with today that we didn't deal with, and that's all the teacher fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the
I'm
story
sure there
that
was
came
some
out?
shit going on.
There was a story that came out, like there's always a teacher fucking story. We've covered, ad nauseum all these teacher fucking stories.
Now it's summertime, so they're like, give me your cell, teacher.
Well, it's not a teacher fucking story. It's a teacher that got caught fucking and is in jail and is trying to get paroled.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the argument.
Okay.
When he was my student, his grades increased.
Why wouldn't they?
Are you fucking for real right now? Are you fucking for real? You're trying to get parole, and you're saying that the basis is, well, he got better grades when he was with me.
Yeah, because you
with a
gave
straight
them to
face,
him.
you can do that. You can walk into a courtroom and you can do that.
I mean, he's already guilty, right? So it's like, what can he...
Wow.
He's deep dicking you, you dumb bitch. Of course his grades are fucking increased.
Well, plus she's the teacher. She could change shit.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Give him an A if he wants to. Better get on that clit, son, if you want that A+.
She was a cutie pie too, and I it was a weird one. She's in jail for anywhere from 2 to 30 years.
What?
Jeez. How about that fucking window?
That's a weird window.
2 to 30, and she's trying to get paroled.
She'll be out in 9 months. 'Cause then she'll be having a baby.
Having his baby?
Yup.
What movie? That was an Adam Sandler movie. Remember when he fucked his teacher and it was Susan Sarandon, and then the baby was
No.
they had the baby.
No.
He was a child actor, and he fucked Susan Sarandon was his teacher, and then they had a baby. And Vanilla Ice was in the movie.
Oh, I do not. I would remember that.
God, I can't remember what it's fucking called. He was a child actor, and he was all fucked up. And Susan Sarandon was his fucking.
Susan Sarandon was hot.
She still is, dude.
She's
She's like fucking 90.
That's my boy.
That's my boy. That's exactly. And
that's when he was Andy Samberg's dad.
Yes.
Oh yes, yeah. I didn't.
Oh my God, this movie is hilarious.
They were in the bushes with Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice was his friend because he was a child actor, and Vanilla Ice, it was like in the 90s. So they were, in the limelight at the same time. And then it showed them now, like current day, and they were still fucking kicking it, dude. It was funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Check that shit out.
That movie is hilarious. I remember that shit now.
There was another teacher story that I read that I thought was kind of funny, and you might have saw this.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher beat up his student because he owed him money for weed. Did you see that?
No.
Dude, it was in New York. This fucking teacher gives a student $4,000.
Whoa.
$4,000 and says, buy me some weed. Like he was, I guess throughout the year he was trying to find a student that like he knew was into the shit, that he could fucking score some weed from.
He was just wanting to get his yearly supply or something.
I guess. So he gives this kid $4,000. The kid goes to buy as much weed as he wants and finds out that it's going to cost $7,000. So doesn't take the money back to the teacher and just keeps it and spends it because it's the end of the school year. So he's like, fuck it. Now I'm not
and he's a kid.
So
right.
The teacher finds him, beats his fucking ass, threatens to rape his mom.
Oh my God.
Says he's going to fucking kill him if he doesn't get the money back. Like,
wow.
Yeah, dude.
He shouldn't be a teacher. Teaching him a life lesson.
Teachers are wild, dude. They're living raw, man. What do you expect when they're getting
that's
paid
true.
like fucking below poverty wage and shit,
Well, then
dude?
you shouldn't have 4 Gs for weed.
Hey, there's priorities, all right?
You always got 4 Gs
You always
for
got
weed.
weed money. You
always got weed
You
money.
always got weed money, all right?
Seems to be true.
Speaking of weed, remember I told you that the recreation law was being floated by Florida for recreation? Early polls have showed that 65% of the voters are in favor of passing this shit, and DeSantis is still wanting to shoot it down.
You know what, though? That's how it was the first time the vote came out for medical.
Really?
But it was even higher. Like, it was like some crazy, like 80 to something for medical, and then they still they still shot it down the first time.
Right.
So it wouldn't surprise me.
You know what his reasoning is?
I have no idea.
Because when Colorado passed that kids were getting their hands on it, and it was it's not good for their maturity.
Okay, so if
Kids
kids want to
can
get their
fucking
hands
beer.
on it, they will get their hands on it.
Right.
Right.
Do you think underage drinking's not a thing?
That's a dumbass reason behind it.
I really, it boggles my fucking mind, dude. You know what he does want to fucking pass? Speaking about dumbass governor of Florida, what he does want to pass?
What?
Underground electric lines. Underground electric lines. He's trying to fucking push forward.
That makes
Do you know what's
sense.
underground in Florida?
Water.
Do you know what doesn't mix with fucking electricity?
Water.
Yeah. Dig down fucking 2 feet and you're going to get water. It's a goddamn island we're living on almost. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sure they did encase the wires in something because, I mean, it kind of makes sense because of the hurricane season when the power lines go
that's
down.
exactly what the fucking rationale is, Dutchie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
So many people lost their power.
Fios is underground. Silence.
I'm just baffled that the guy wants to make a plant illegal and wants to fucking put electricity underground, and you're like, yeah, I can see that.
I didn't say it was right for the weed thing.
Yeah, I can see that. Fucking put electricity underground with the fucking
That's so
water.
funny because all up and down these roads, all they've been doing is replacing power lines.
And you know what else is happening all up and down this road? Flooding.
Yeah.
Every time it fucking rains.
You're right.
Every single time it fucking rains. And guess what? 6 months of the year, we're in a season called hurricane season. It rains every day at 3.
Right.
Set your fucking watch. Every day at 3 o'clock, it's going to fucking rain. You're going to be without power 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Dumb. I swear, that's so Florida. That's the Florida-est thing that the governor could ever fucking say. Let's put the electricity underground. That's the best idea ever. You can't have a basement in Florida because there's water under there. Run the fucking electric lines.
Can you imagine how many sinkholes would be created by then? Because there'd be so much going underground.
Maybe we should leave. Maybe it's just too dumb here. I love it here. There's let's make no mistake. There's nowhere else on the planet I would ever want to fucking live. I love it here. No. I love it. It's my
That's where I'd
favorite place
wanna
ever.
move.
I love it here so much. I love palm trees. I love titties. I love coconuts. I love fucking everything about living here.
Titties smell like coconuts.
Titties that smell like coconuts. Now we're fucking talking. Get that goddamn banana boat going in the middle of July. Yeah, it's coming. Tan them hogs up, girl.
I know it.
I think maybe it's time that we consider other alternative fucking habitation options.
I'm not going back to snow.
I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go there. I'm just saying if it gets to the point where it's so dumb that they want to make fucking weed illegal and make underground electricity, I think that we need to think about other options. We need to explore other possibilities. We could just go to fucking Georgia. I don't give a fuck, dude.
No, Georgia's worse than Florida.
Is Georgia worse than Florida?
It is worse than
It's
Florida.
even dumber.
Where can we go?
I don't know.
Where can we fucking go?
I don't know, but
Carolinas?
not to change the subject, but it looks like you're getting pink eye as
No,
we're
it's
sitting
my
here.
allergy. I've been rubbing the fucking...
Like it's just getting redder and redder.
I've been rubbing
He
my
looks
fucking
like he's
eye.
got
It's
pink
just-
eye every morning.
Yeah, it's just allergy.
Conjunctivitis.
Colorado, did you know that school nurses are allowed to give weed to the
I thought you
students
said
now?
give head.
I thought that too. That's where I thought he was going with that. For
Yeah,
some reason.
well, they are. They are. It's on Pornhub. Colorado school nurse give head.
Oh, okay.
Google it.
I will.
No, they're allowed to give. They're allowed to give weed to school
for
nurses.
what? Oh, just
to the students. Yeah.
to students.
Uh huh.
Okay.
It's the same as any prescription now.
Do they have to be like 18 at least?
You have to have a prescription, and it has to have a fucking label on the thing, and it's got to be in your name.
So it's basically weed that you already have. You give
Yeah,
to the nurse,
that
and then
they're
the
gonna
nurse
administer
gives
to
you
you. Yeah.
your prescription.
Oh, like if you have an inhaler or something.
Right.
Ah.
I thought that was fucking dope. And I immediately am saying, I don't feel well.
Right. Give me that weed, bitch.
You know what, man?
And a blowjob.
This is another thing I meant to talk about with Randall, but he's been very vocal. We had Randall last week from Married AF, and he's been very vocal about he wants to get into the weed business.
Oh, really?
He's not a weed smoker. He just
wants to
sees
invest,
an
right?
opportunity.
We do too, man.
It's a lucrative new cash crop that's going to be emerging, and he wants to open a weed business. And I said, I will be your Southeastern correspondent representative. I can do that shit right now. We need to get in on it, man. I've been looking at stuff to invest in. I don't know what to do with it.
I don't know either.
We need to do something with it, man.
And
the time is now.
I'm scared to talk to like a financial advisor about that stuff because they lie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could be right.
Unless we just go on like E-Trade and just like type in weed and see what happens.
I mean, you'd have to. I mean, probably what you would have to do is maybe like if you went to, you know how they have the dispensary in Tampa.
Uh huh.
I wonder if you went there and
Ask some questions.
Yeah, ask some questions.
See, I found something online, and it's kind of like a stock tip type website, but they want me to pay to get the fucking
tips.
Different. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even know what the brand names were to invest in, but they want you to fucking subscribe to the website, and I ain't paying money for that shit, dude. Bullshit ass. That'd be like me saying, "Hey, I'll pick your DraftKings lineups for you." You know?
Yeah, because how much of that shit is just bullshit for
just
them?
some dude. Yeah,
Right, and I wouldn't know what they're talking about anyway. I don't know terminology and shit. Just tell me where to put my money.
That's what I'm saying. I want to take a couple $1,000s and I want to fucking slide it in and
let it sit.
Slide it in and fertilize those eggs, right?
The money eggs.
Well, I mean, I think the thing to do would be to find out, like maybe a company that has, what do they call that when they become public or whatever?
Going public.
Or
yeah.
just going
Yeah,
public.
just going
So,
public.
like, I guess you would have to research maybe some companies in like Colorado or
Public
some of those
trading or
places and, California, and then, kind of watch their stocks and things like that and maybe do something that way. I don't know.
I'm trying to get in on it, man.
Yeah.
It's a very exciting time. It's a very exciting time with all this shit happening, man. I really don't know what to do with it, but I don't want to be on the outside looking in.
Right.
In 10 years when all this shit pops, I mean, like,
it's like invested in Amazon or
Yeah.
Blockbuster, or not Blockbuster anymore.
All right, Google,
but just
Amazon,
anything.
This
in
fucking Polak over here. I want to invest in Blockbuster. Oh shit, what's Netflix?
No, I'm just saying, just anything that's in the groundworks that has potential.
Yeah, no, I don't want to have it come 10 years from now and everybody that did, comes driving up in their fucking fancy cars with their shit, and they're like, oh man, you should have got in on weed. Like, yeah, I wanted to,
Right.
But I don't know. I'm excited in general. It's next week is the 4th of July.
Y'all are coming over.
We're doing our second annual HTNOS Palm Party next week. Which
Ooh,
we're gonna have some fireworks.
Big on fireworks this year.
Remember
Yeah, that's
last
what I
year?
heard.
Remember last year, dude? Last year we went kind of big.
Kind of big.
And I was disappointed.
This year, we going big.
we're
Well,
going
it kind of sucked because it started to rain when we were lighting
Yeah,
them
a little
off. That
bit.
kind of sucked, but
Me and two were lighting off all kinds of shit, dude. That was fun, man. I can't.
oh, it was fun.
I can't wait. We're gonna
do all the loud shit when it's light outside. Let the kids do the sparklers and whatever and the smoke bombs. And then when it gets dark out, the real show's going to start.
Well, and then I had fucking you and Adam throwing shit at me while I'm trying to light shit
Oh, and
off
I
for
still
the kids.
will. I still will. I still will too. I
Trying
throw
to throw
We're gonna
firecrackers at me.
Yeah, we got to go this weekend and get all that stuff.
Yeah, go this weekend. We got next week. We got
Joby.
I was gonna say Spider-Man, but
Oh, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man Far From Home's coming out next week. Stranger Things drops on the 4th. on
Shit,
the
I
4th
might
of
see
July.
that by myself because I'll be off.
You will not see that by yourself.
I'll have to watch it on the 5th of July.
What, Strangers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn through that quick, dude.
Yeah, for
I've been
sure.
waiting for that for a minute. That's one of my favorite shows. Gets
Everybody
no love.
knows.
Everybody hates it.
Oh, I love that show.
Everybody hates
Who
it.
Who hates it?
Everybody hates Stranger Things, dude.
I've never heard a person that hates
Everybody hates Stranger Things. Nobody
Don't
likes
listen to
kids.
him. He don't know.
Nobody likes kids doing shit.
I think the reason why I like it is it reminds me of
'Cause of
my
the kids?
childhood. What is it? No. No, because it reminds me of my childhood. I don't know, like going out and doing shit like
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
and
just
it also
cool
took
shit.
place in the time I was a child. So.
You know what? Bringing it back full circle. That's what we're talking about. These kids riding bikes, fucking going into the woods, doing shit. You know,
Right.
you might uncover some fucking monsters, but that's the price you pay for fucking
Lucky.
getting out into the summertime, into the woods, dude.
Lucky not to be dead.
Go over some, kid's house and the older brother or sister, they're drinking and smoking.
Yeah, dude.
That's.
I gotta get Nick on here to tell some stories. He doesn't have to name names, but goddamn, that son of a bitch got some stories from
Yeah.
fucking growing up in the
Yeah.
80s, dude. Telling you,
awesome.
man. Telling you. Yeah, but then, like Dutch said, we got Joe B on his way to Florida right now as we speak. He's going to be in studio next Friday. That's something I'm looking forward to. That's going to be fun. We haven't talked to Joe officially on the show since, I think, January. So
Is he going to come driving up like Christmas vacation?
he's
Oh,
driving down
Uncle Randy.
he's driving down in a rented RV right now. So.
Shitter's full.
I told him, I'm like, dude, I don't know where you're going to put that in front of my house. I don't got room for that shit, but we'll figure it out. We got to get him in
Figure
here.
it out.
You guys got anything else?
No,
Well, I'm good.
You're good?
Mm-hmm.
Are you good?
just Googling weed.
Google, she got her working over there now.
Googling weed.
Might as well be doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Guys, this has been another episode of the #No Offense Show. I am beyond humbled and overjoyed that you guys
Damn it.
You got that stupid fucking dumbass thing on the back of it.
Yeah,
I
didn't
phone.
have my pop socket out.
Jesus
I
Christ.
wouldn't have dropped my phone if I would have had it out.
I bet you if your kid had a phone, they wouldn't have dropped it with that stupid fucking apparatus.
I don't drop mine.
I was saying that I am beyond humbled and overwhelmed and overjoyed that as many people have been checking out the show as they have. We hope you enjoy it. We hope that you'll subscribe and come back every week to hear about our dumbass adventures and hot takes on fucking whatever's happening in the world. Look for us everywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and Podcoin. If you're not familiar with Podcoin and you're listening to podcasts, you're doing yourself a disservice. Migrate all your listening over to Podcoin, where you can get paid to listen to podcasts. If you are a new user to Podcoin, sign up with code word HTNOS and you will get 300 bonus coins right off the bat. You can use these coins to donate to charity, to get yourself gift cards, get yourself a cup of coffee from Starbucks on the hashtag No Offense Show. Our way of saying thank you for riding with us. You can find us on all the socials at HTNOS, on the web at htnos.com. We got our homeboy Kaz from the Hood Diner. I want to give him a shout out. He's working on new upgrades and facelifts to htnos.com as we speak. It's not going to look like a fucking my first website anymore. It's gonna be legit. If you've been to the Inner Circle website, you know Kaz's work, and he is a fucking wizard. I can't wait to see what he does. You can email us, as always, htnos@yahoo.com, and hit that fucking voicemail line at 813-773-5706. Leave us those messages. We love hearing from you. Good, bad, and different. Stuff you want us to hear about, what the fuck ever. If you just want to call and say hi, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the real Wutsky everywhere.
I'm Duchess Wesky on Twitter. I think you need to say a couple more times before we close out the show.
It wouldn't be a show without you critiquing my every fucking move. So guess what? Next week, it's all on you.
Whatever.
And I'm J. Louis BB on Instagram.
Check out them fucking shoes from this wizard over here.
Mm-hmm.
Custom Spot 2.
We might have some stuff in the works in the future.
Custom shoes by Tampa 2.
Well,
ain't no might about that.
They don't know that until now.
This has been hashtag No Offense.
Peace.
Fuck you, Duchess.